A very good evening to everyone. Uh, Thank you so much for having me here. And as Vivek sir said, it's a privilege and honor to actually present on this important topic at this, very important event. Um, we are possibly in the midst of some of the most defining challenges and opportunities of our generation, which is actually shaping the energy transition. I think this is a revolutionary period of sorts. We haven't seen such period in a long time in this country, or at least in this energy sector. Uh, Climate change, rising energy demand, geopolitical uncertainties, and rapid technological changes are all converging to shape the way the world produces, consumes, and thinks about energy. The question before us is no longer if we will transition to cleaner energy systems. The question is how fast, how fairly, and how sustainably we can make it happen. The science itself is clear. If you see, to limit the global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius, we must cut global greenhouse gas emissions in half by 2030 and across the world reach net zero by 2050, and which India has prescribed for itself by 2070. Since the energy sector accounts for nearly 3/4 of these emissions, it is both the problem and also the solution. But this isn't just about climate. The energy transition is an opportunity to unlock economic growth, improve public health, create millions of jobs, and strengthen energy security for nations around the world. Next, looking at some of the key pillars of the energy transition, most of them are known to all of us, but just for the sake of bringing them here. First is decarbonization. We must rapidly move away from fossil fuels. Vivek sir said that coal is not just a fossil fuel for us. It's our legacy. It's the way we have operated in the past. Our livelihoods depend on that. Our jobs depend on it. So we cannot eliminate coal completely, but at the same time we have to supplement and scale up renewable energy such as solar, wind, hydro, and bioenergy. So they have to go in tandem to some extent. Focus on these cleaner sources has to increase. The cost of renewables has fallen by over 80% in the past decade, making them not just environmentally essential, but also economically competitive. The next pillar is electrification. Sectors like transportation, heating, and industry must shift from fossil fuels to electricity. This includes accelerating electric vehicles, building electrified rail and transit systems, and integrating green hydrogen into heavy industry, particularly the hard-to-abate sectors. The next is decentralization and digitalization. Energy systems are becoming more distributed and intelligent. Rooftop solar, microgrids, battery storage, and digital tools like AI and blockchain are giving consumers the power to generate, store, and manage their own energy, something which was never possible, something which we thought which we could not even think about, is becoming, reality today. The fourth one is resilience and equity. The transition must be just and inclusive. It must prioritize energy access for the poor, protect workers in legacy industries, again, the coal sectors, mining sectors, and ensure that no region or community is left behind, what we talk about as just transition. Only then can we build public support and long-term sustainability. I must point out that here the policy and innovation has a significant role to play. Policy is the engine that can drive or stall this transition. Governments must set clear long-term targets, provide consistent regulatory frameworks, implement carbon pricing, and invest in green infrastructure. At the same time, innovation must be at the heart of our strategy: technological, financial, and business model innovation. We need scalable solutions, climate-focused startups, and collaborations between academia, industry, and government. No single actor can drive this transition alone. It requires systemic coordination and courageous leadership. And then, if we come to the context of India, what will happen in India actually deeply influences the future of global energy and energy transition across the world. As the third largest energy consumer and the third largest carbon emitter, India sits at a critical juncture. But rather than being overwhelmed by the challenge, we are rising to it with bold commitments and clear action. As of early to 2025, India has installed close to 200 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity, something which we all of us know. We are targeting 500 gigawatts of non-fossil fuel-based capacity by 2030, which will make up more than half of our total generation. Again, a significant step. Must point out that we are not eliminating coal here. Coal will still remain the mainstay. Thermal power will still remain the mainstay. But probably in the growing capacity development or installed capacity, the proportion of it will reduce. Green hydrogen, if we talk about it, under the National Green Hydrogen Mission, India aims to become a global hub for clean hydrogen. The target is 5 million metric tons of annual production by 2030, with government support for electrolyzer manufacturing and hydrogen corridors. So what India, of course, in terms of energy transition is trying to do is to actually supply or make green hydrogen as energy fuel of choice within the country domestically, as well as also become the hub for exporting this across the globe. We all know the challenges around the cost aspects. So I think more innovation, as I said, needs to be brought about to reduce that in the coming future. If you look at electric mobility, I think the consistent FAME schemes which have come, FAME 1, FAME 2, as well as state EV policies and incentives are transforming the way electric mobility system will work across the country. By 2030, we expect over 10 million EVs on Indian roads, supported by national battery swapping policies and expanded charging infrastructure, something which as EY also we are working very, very closely with the Government of India and also with a lot of state governments. Next, as I said, that the growth has to be inclusive. It has to include all elements, all strata of society. So programs like PM Kusum, which supports farmers in installing solar pumps, and Saubhagya, which brought electricity to over 28 million rural households, are ensuring that the transition benefits every segment of society. And even with the solar rooftop, the PM Surya Ghar Yojana, we are looking at electrifying almost all households in urban and rural areas as well. If we also look at India's role, at the center of energy transition, so India co-founded the International Solar Alliance and is spearheading partnerships in several areas like bioenergy, energy storage, sustainable cooling. We are not just transitioning, we are also shaping the transition, particularly for the global south. India's path is not easy. We all recognize that there are several challenges, technological, financing, the speed of transition, buy-in of stakeholders, making this work within the structure that we have, federal, center, states. So there are many complexities, but the good part is there is a big, huge realization and acceptance on the part of most of the stakeholders that this is the way to go. This is how we have to move. So I think there is a consistent, uniformity of direction in which we all are looking to move. And then our scale, our spirit of innovation and our development priorities make us as a unique laboratory for energy solutions that can serve billions, not just here, but around the world. Simply what lies ahead? As I said, the road ahead is not without challenges. There are legacy interests, technological uncertainties, and complex global politics. But the future is not something we inherit, it is something we create. We must invest in talent, in ecosystems, and in international cooperation. We must support startups, empower communities, and reform institutions. We must make bold choices now so that future generations can live in a world that is more prosperous, more equitable, and more sustainable. To conclude, the energy transition is not just an engineering challenge, it's a moral, economic, and civilizational imperative as we feel. It will define our future, not only how we power our homes and industries, but how we build our economies, our cities, and our global partnerships. So let us move forward with courage, clarity, and commitment, because shaping the future of energy is shaping the future of humanity. Thank you. Thank you so much.